What's going on, guys? As you can see, I screwed up big time. I found a big mud hole in a big truck parking lot, and I put a big truck in it. I was trying to back in beside this mobile home right here, and I kind of backed in at an angle. I don't know how well this is picking up, but I kind of backed in at an angle. You can see the trailer here. I missed the hole with the trailer. I didn't even know this hole was there. I couldn't see it, and I caught the edge of it, and as you can see right there, it is a deep hole. My fuel tank's sitting on the ground up there. Landing gear is just about touching the ground right here. Trailer's leaned over pretty bad. Hopefully I won't blow one of these airbags out back here. Waiting on a big truck wrecker. They're going to come tow me out, hopefully, and I'm going to lose money on this load here, but oh well, I guess my screw up. Anyway, there you see how it's leaning over. You can see this side here. You can see kind of what I was doing. I was trying to come in at an angle. Right here I had the trailer kind of at an angle, and then I was going to kick the front of it over like this, swing the truck back around, because it looked like, you know, all this ground out here is solid. Right here where I'm walking, that's what I could see in my mirror. And I couldn't see that little hole right there that turned out to be a great big hole right there. So anyway, I could see this over here was all muddy, and the camera's not picking this up at all, but I could see all this right here is all muddy, and that's what I was trying to avoid. I was trying to stay on the hard ground, and I just couldn't see it. And then I backed up and I felt the truck sink in. So that's it. Running this side over here, see a little better, maybe can or not. There's the trailer house right there, the private residence, and I'd say it's probably 5 foot in between my truck and the trailer right there. And caught the edge of this hole right here, and you would think that hole wouldn't be 2 foot deep, but evidently it is. Anyway, they got all these dropped trailers over here with no trucks hooked to them, taking up all the damn parking over there. I was just trying to find me a little spot out here. It wasn't muddy because all this is a muddy mess. But anyway, so yeah, what an interesting night this turned out to be. I've never done this before, and I've been parking at this spot right here for probably 4 years. And I've always managed to dodge the mud holes, but I guess it got me tonight, because I definitely could not see that one right there. And you would not think there would be a mud hole that deep out here, but I knew some of them were decent. But anyway, all right guys, I got pulled out of the mud hole there. That cost me $300 for about 10 minutes, maybe. I even helped the guy pull a cable. He backed right up to me within 15 feet, and he pulled a little off, and I grabbed it and helped him pull it off the drum, hooked it up to me, and he didn't have to pull me forward, but I don't know, about 7 or 8 foot, got my drives back up on solid ground. I was good to go then. So I just pulled forward and moved over about 5 foot and back up, and I didn't back up as far, but anyway, now I'm gonna go to sleep and carry this lumber on tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit better day. $300 is not bad for having to come out, and it's 2 a.m. At this point, because they had to call, I guess, and wake the guy up or whatever. So I mean, that's fair for what it takes to operate one of them big wreckers. I know it's expensive. So anyway, he had to come from about 20 miles away, so you figure half hour here, half hour back, and then a half hour minimum for pulling somebody out. It's an hour and a half at $200 an hour. So that's fair. I mean, I don't feel like he overcharged me for for having to come out, but I do feel like it sucks. It's 4 days later. I'm in the same spot that I was the other night when I was stuck. And I pulled in. It's pitch black outside and you can't see anything. I'm not going to get out and go over there and start talking with a light on around somebody else's truck and get shot at. But there's another truck that's buried. His is not leaned over like mine was, because I caught the edge of the hole. He's buried all the way in the hole with his drives, and he's loaded with looks like steel I-beams. I did walk over there, and I was going to see if he had just done it, if he was up, and tell him the place I call the wrecker service, if he needed somebody to drag him out of there, because he's going to need something big as well. Looks like worse than I was. But anyway, he's asleep, had his curtains pulled too, so I did kind of walk over. I didn't get too close, but I did take a little picture that I'm going to post over here, so you can see. It looks like the hole got a little deeper from the looks of it. It looks like he's even buried up about 3/4 of the way on his tires, on his drive axle, so that's approaching 3 foot deep. I don't know. The trailer house is still sitting there. I don't know why it's still sitting there, but it's evidently been there for about a week. Don't know why. Somebody just unhooked it right there, I guess. And I pulled in here this time so I could see, and I'll back out tomorrow in the daylight where I can see better. But I pulled up to the mud hole, and that way I could tell that my front end dropped off or something. But there's a TMC truck, a flatbed of lumber between me and this other guy over here that's stuck in the same spot where the trailer house is. So they're both to my left over here. That's where I was the other day, because I pulled in this time. They're backed in, so I'm backwards to them. So they're to my left. If I was backed in, they would be to my right. But anyway, I want to throw this in there. There's no telling how many people that's been stuck in this hole. I don't know. It's maybe a every night occurrence or something. It's a heck of a coincidence that 4 days later I come back to the same place, and this is one of the few places you can find parking at on this road that I know of. There is a brand new truck stop up the road about 5 miles. It stays full. They only have like 8 or 9 spots. It's always full. There's another truck stop down the road that's about 15 miles. It's always full. This is the only place that you can ever find parking, and that's because it's a rundown place, and the parking, evidently, you need a skidder. And I'm thinking a skidder may have trouble with that hole over there. That is a heck of a hole. I've never seen a hole that deep in a truck parking lot. But I'll throw the couple pictures I snapped on here for you guys to take a look at. And I was going to try to help the guy out if he had been up. I'm not going to try to wake him up or nothing. I guess he'll figure it out tomorrow. I guess he didn't want to call anybody in the middle of the night. It's going to cost him the same thing tomorrow, I'm sure. But he may be a company driver and may have to wait till his company's open and to go through all that mess. Anyway, I'm going to throw those pictures in here. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. We'll see you guys in the next video. Sure is a cute little mud hole right there. Sure is deceiving too. Thought I'd take a moment to get a little video of this place right here where I was stuck at and this other guy was stuck at. In the daytime, we're telling them more about. And as I was saying last night, I pulled straight in. You can see the mud right here. And you can see the truck stop behind me in the mirror right there, the fuel island. Here's the trailer house. It's been sitting there for about a week, I suppose. And that is the little bitty mud hole right there. That cost me a lot of money, and I'm sure it cost that other driver a lot of money. He is gone when I woke up this morning. So that's a little bitty mud hole right there. It's about 3 foot deep, evidently. Doesn't look like much, but it definitely has no bottom in it. Sure doesn't look like much of a mud hole, but it definitely is. anyway, you can see the mud hole here, so I can't even pull any further forward than this, so this is just where I stopped at last night. But anyway, thought I'd throw that in here so you guys could see a little bit more daytime. And there's mud holes all over here on the other side of me, where there's a car parked there and a dry van dropped. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys, and hope you enjoyed the little video. And we're going to quit mud hogging out here, I suppose, and go haul some lumber. So see you guys next time.